connected to the BMDD14 project, a collaboration between Awhiworld and SEADS. 3 virtual environments were created in Sansar. We guide you through these 3 Sansar worlds in successive virtual tours.
By going to Sansar, you can explore these BMDD Sansar worlds at your own pace, alone or together with others. On your desktop, smartphone, or in VR. Search in Sansar for these 3 worlds. BMDD14 Central Park has an expansive environment of grass, hills, rocks and expo panels with photos, drawings and infotexts embellished with mushrooms, tree roots, columns, a statue, a media screen and 3 touring vehicles. During your visit to these virtual worlds, you can use the augmented reality present in them, such as the transparent navigation tools on the left side of your view and a movable chat window to receive textual information. Let's try this out. Hover over the red BMDD logo placard. Follow the clue that pops up in your image. In this case, the instruction is to click on the text board with the left mouse button. If you do that, a text with a hyperlink will appear in your chat window. If you click on this hyperlink, a web page will open, which you can reduce, move and close again after reading. Further on in this area, you can collect various information and read assignment descriptions. With the mouse pointer, right mouse button, you can determine and change the walking and viewing direction and thus explore and experience the environment while walking, running or sitting in a vehicle. On this side you see photos from BMDD Awhiworld from Whangarei that tell more about the local expo and some mosses and fungi from the area. A sound column is placed between the exhibition walls where recording can be heard repeatedly of signals produced by mushrooms converted into music with a handy device. In this part of the expo you can see images of the activities during the expo. Closer to the elevator, are the first photos dating from the start of the project. In that period, this environment still experienced quite a few changes in size, combination and placement of walls, platforms and columns. In between, vehicles were also brought in for the comfort of the visitors. Here you will notice a large semi-transparent green wall with a column in the middle. To the right of this column, the glass is made of solid matter and to the left, the glass is passable. Which takes you to another expo area, images of drawings, activities and environment associated with the Parallel Expo in Aberdeen. A little further on there are two moss green transport tunnels. If you swipe the mouse pointer over the logo and the front wall of the tunnel, you will notice that this is an opportunity to teleport to another related world. You can obtain interesting information about the BIOS AWHIWORLD art project in the Whangarei Art Museum via the hyperlink in your chat box, by first clicking on the large announcement poster. The alternative virtual interactive three-dimensional lab is also special. Once the hyperlink is open, you can pan, zoom and rotate with the mouse pointer in this 3D environment to view this space full of moving objects in detail. For the expo in Aberdeen, the necessary information is also hidden in the hyperlink linked to the red logo and clicking on the large announcement board. Behind these walls, in text and images with hyperlinks, an overview of previous biomod projects. On the way to the central media screen you will pass the second teleport tunnel. Worth trying out. In front of the media screen is another tall column with a statue of a squirrel on top. On this column again a number of clickable red logo plaques. This time not with info, but with assignments and challenges, such as, take a photo, snapshot on the highest rock, think of a story, find the electrical cables and make your own 3D object. On a detached boulder see a stack of 4 spheres. Using the jump tool, we crawl onto the boulder and sit on the top, the 4th sphere, holding down the X key on your keyboard while looking for the right position with the mouse pointer. Left click to make the jump. Once you have arrived at the top, if you move the mouse pointer over the top, 4th sphere, you will notice that it changes color and makes an inverted triangle appear. The indication that the sphere is interactive, in this case that by clicking on the sphere you sits on it. If you make a stepping movement again, you immediately stand up right next to the sphere. But we like to sit there for a while and spin up into the air, taking in a breathtaking view of the landscape below, as if we were in a hot air balloon. We jump a little further to a rock plateau where AWHIWORLD and SEADS are read in Hollywood style. When we were at the assignment column we forgot to look at what is on the media screen. So let's go back. On the screen you see a compilation of various recordings related to the expos and experiments in Aberdeen, Whangarei and Bahia. We pass back past the AWHIWORLD SEADS banner again to arrive at a higher plateau. Take a seat and enjoy heavenly sounds emanating from a large mushroom, which carries this music through a maze of cables to the glass box with the chair. Have you noticed the yellow and black bars that seemingly create a barrier to prevent you from falling miles down from this floating island? I wanted to find out if you could also walk on these edges on top. To try this out, we first jumped to the nearest transport platform, from there to a board, on a rock, and so on to get to the more remote boards. These long borders, connected to floating boulders that demarcate the territory, appear to be provided with an invisible strip about 3 meters wide that can be walked on. Walking along this edging we get an unusual view of the Sky Island in the distance. You can email me for questions, more information or help, danyapungku@gmail.com. Curious about more? Would you like to meet for a guided walk in the other 2 parallel worlds? Mail me for a trip to walk part 8 and Biomod Organic.